Hello, welcome. I'm going to be discussing ratio breathing or what I like to call balloon breathing or balloon breath. So ratio breathing is working on how long you can inhale and exhale. So example would be breathing in for 5 seconds and exhaling for 5 seconds. Going from 10 to 10 seconds each inhale and exhale, up to 20, 25, or even 30 seconds. That's one breath per minute. So 30 seconds inhale and exhale. And yes, that is possible. So the idea is we are learning to breathe into the entire torso, expanding the lungs in all directions like a balloon, and learning to control the amount of air that we inhale and exhale. So it's kind of like poking the tire. Instead of just slashing it and letting all the air out, you're slowly letting it out with your control. And so what this breath does is it calms the body down, brings the body to a parasympathetic, calm resting state. It also increases your lung capacity, because as you learn to inhale and exhale for longer periods of time, you are stretching out the lungs. And you are also expanding your capacity for stress. So sitting here, if I can breathe in and out for 20 seconds, when I put my body into stress, whether that's working out, physical stress, or mental stress, going to work, or approaching a situation that makes you upset or angry, whatever it may be, whatever the stressor is, I put my body under stress and I can still breathe in and out for 10 seconds. And what that is doing is, even under stress, I'm still able to pump oxygen throughout my entire body. That's the idea. We're using our breath, our oxygen pump, to heal ourselves, to remove all of the blockages within our body built up by stress through the long inhalations and exhalations and pumping that oxygen. And so the idea is you need to make the breath into a wave. And so you start from the lower belly. And what you're going to do is you want to make sure that you're exhaling out all of your air first. So squeeze all of the abs in. And then you start from the lower belly. So inhaling into the lower belly, and then up into the diaphragm, and then expanding the rib cage, and then expanding the shoulder blades. As I exhale, I'm going to let the air out from the chest, press the ribs in, body lock, so diaphragm lock, exhale all the air out, ab lock, pull everything in. And so I'm going to go through this a little bit more slowly. So if it's hard for you to breathe into the air, to the entire torso, just break it off. So you can start off with the lower belly, below the belly button. So inhale and exhale. Pull those abs in. And you can even squeeze the base of the spine. Inhale and exhale. Then we're going to go up into the diaphragm, above the belly button. So breathing in all directions if you can. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. So now you're going to take your hands over the rib cage and you're going to expand the rib cage in all directions. So start by contracting all the abs, pulling everything in, and then inhale. In all directions. Exhale. Chest down, pull everything in. Inhale. And exhale. So what it will look like is pulling everything in, and then you'll start from the lower belly and slowly let the air in. Filling up the bottom from the top, and then exhaling from the top down. And last little tip, in order to control the amount of air that you're letting in and out, you utilize a breath called ujjayi breath or ocean breath. So the idea is you're blocking off part of the throat with your tongue in order to slowly let the air in and out. So you can call this ocean breath, ujjayi breath, or a fun name would be like Darth Vader breath. Maybe people can grasp that a little bit better. So I'll place my hand in front of my face and I'm going to breathe into my hand like I'm fogging a mirror. And then I'm going to try that with my mouth closed. And you'll hear that sound that's made. So block off the mouth. So now I'm able to slowly let the air in and out. So you can practice this breath for anywhere from 1 minute to 5 minutes, or I suggest for however long you feel comfortable, or even a certain amount of time that may be uncomfortable for you. So you're learning to sit in stillness and not look at the timer. I also suggest a timer that kind of automatically maybe has a gong to it or something soft, not jarring, and something you don't have to move to turn off. I use an app called Seconds Pro. And again, setting the timer for 1 to 5 minutes. But you can also practice this breath anytime, sitting in a car, sitting at work. You don't have to have your eyes closed. It's best to, I feel like, to sit quietly where you're not going to be interrupted and have your eyes closed so you have less input and you're really focusing on expanding the lungs and counting and breathing in and out for a certain amount of seconds. And it's best to not look at the timer, but also count in your head. 1, 2, 3, or 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, however you would like to count. So you're going to keep keeping track, and you're keeping your mind on your breath rather than allowing it to wander. So again, practicing this anytime, anywhere, and go ahead and expand that capacity for stress.